And hello everyone, welcome to the first installment of Late to the Barbecue. I am Andrew Saldana's PunchDrunk Alley. Today we're looking at Jamestown, Legend of the Lost Colony. We're just going to jump right into it. In case you don't know, if you haven't read anything, if you're just starting with the video, Jamestown's top-down shooter made by Final Form Games. I'd say that Jamestown is definitely worth your time if you just want quick and dirty. If you're looking for a top-down shooter that really has a lot to offer, both in terms of gameplay and content, a lot of replayability with this one. Just jump right in. You can see here, Jamestown has a lot of control options. You can control your ships either with a keyboard, mouse, controller. I say controller is definitely the way to go with this game. It's totally playable with just a keyboard or a mouse, but controller, seriously the way to go. You see there's 4 slots here, so 4 people can join. It's only local co-op though, so if you're like me, you're not going to be doing a whole lot of co-op at your desk with a lot of other people. If perchance you have your PC hooked up to your TV in your living room, somewhere where there's more space, I say, and you have, you know, enough controllers and keyboards or whatever have you to control 4 players on the same screen, go ahead, do it. I can tell you from personal experience, although we won't show any co-op in this playthrough, that is definitely a lot of fun when you have 4 players, each controlling a different ship. We're just starting on normal. This is just chapter 1. So much in this similar way of 1942, those type of other scrolling shooters. Jamestown draws a lot of inspiration from that. So you see I got my ship. So each ship is different, which is a really cool thing about Jamestown. So for instance, with this ship, you just press A to fire normally, like you normally would. But also if I press X, which on the controller changes the special, you'll see the secondary beam, which I can then control with a joystick to fire out in different directions. So I can still fire forward, but also fire in whatever direction I choose. So that is, you know, really great for taking out multiple enemies on different sides of the screen. In addition, as you see, I've just unlocked Vaunt by picking up gold. So Vaunt is really critical for getting out of sticky situations. Also for getting high scores. As you can see, my score is increasing at the top. And if you are one of those individuals who really cares about getting top of the leaderboard, you're going to want to Vaunt. So quick explanation, Vaunt. You can see I got this shield. This shield is only temporary. It'll block all the bullets. But more importantly, after that shield goes away, as you can see, this beam is much more powerful. It's different colored, and it's just destroying enemies left and right. You see the meter for Vaunt is right up there in the left hand corner as it's filled up. You can replenish it with gold picked up from enemies, so hopefully I can kill this guy real quick. I get his gold, and ta-da, the Vaunt keeps on going. So if you're really good, you can make it through the entire level in Vaunt mode as soon as you get enough gold to initially trigger it. See, it's a 5-star rating system. I only have 1 star. It's really cool that it tells you how many points you are from unlocking the next one. So if you are one of those score junkies, you can totally just judge your progress off this. So like right here, I should really be killing these guys and picking up their gold, because that bigger enemy was much tougher to kill. So I may not have gotten his gold in enough time to keep that Vaunt going. The Vaunt also gives you a bonus multiplier for your score. You see I'm at a 2x score right now. So again, a lot of systems at play here in Jamestown, but a lot of them are, if not all of them, are really self-explanatory. There's not a big curve. You don't have to learn a whole lot of intricacies to effectively play Jamestown, which is really for the better, especially with a game like this. You know, this is just kind of arcade game. You want to pick it up, play it, kind of just forget about, you know, all your problems in life, is really just that type of game that you can get lost in. As you see this art style, it's in case you don't know any of the story of Jamestown, kind of glossed over that. Jamestown is, picking up an alternate universe where the colonies, or the colonizers, instead of traveling to the Americas, they traveled to Mars. So right now I'm fighting as part of the British. I'm fighting off various Martian enemies, and later you'll see the evil Spaniards as try and do battle with them and establish control over the New World, aka Mars. Story is completely ridiculous in a really good way, but ultimately, that's not what you're here for. If you're coming to this game, it's definitely not, especially, a couple years after it's been released, you're not doing it for, its compelling narrative. As you see, I'm up to 3 stars now, so, and I haven't died yet. This is only on normal, so that could definitely be a reason why. There are, oh man, I think there are 6 difficulty levels, with the last 2 being unlockable, as in something you have to purchase in the shop. So, also, score isn't solely just for leaderboard and bragging rights. At the end of the level, as it'll show once I get to the boss, at the end of the level, I'll be able to, oh, gotta kill this guy. I'll be able to see kind of a score that you're given, and oh, so there, I just lost my Vaunt, but that was a really good run for my Vaunt, like really good. So let's see here. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot. Like Jamestown, there is a lot of replayability, but in terms of just sitting here describing it to you, like, I mean, you can see everything for yourself. That this is, yeah, very standard. If you want to like really be super reductionist about it, it is a standard top-down shooter. You might be thinking, well, what is so special about this? And if you're along those lines, then maybe Jamestown's not for you. If you're not someone who is entirely interested in, a top-down shooter, if that is just something that doesn't tickle your fancy, then I would say that, yeah, maybe Jamestown, not the way for you to go. But if you have just even a passing interest, Jamestown has definitely enough content for you that, regardless of your skill level, or, oh, there, speaking of dying, there's an example of me dying. But yeah, Jamestown has, so you just come right back up. But Jamestown has, is really just a lot of fun. Really simple. The ships are varied enough and different in their capabilities that trying out each one and figuring out which one is your favorite is definitely a fun endeavor. So I see here now we're up at the boss. So pause it. So before we can go into this boss fight, I see the pause menu, really simple. Start over, does exactly like it sounds. Change controls, so that's really nice if in case the default controls aren't doing it for you. Change ships, level select, obviously you can quit out. I don't know if, oh whoops, I did not want to go into rebind. Let's back out real quick. Whoa, no, cancel. Okay, go ready. Okay, so hey, lesson learned. Even a couple years after playing this, learn new things. So let's just get into the boss fight. So, another evil tentacle squid looking Martian that we had to defeat here. So each fight obviously is going to be different with each ship against the bosses. With this one, this allows me to still damage the boss, provided I get the right angle on him, and kill these guys, which helps definitely for a high score. Also, if you need gold for the Vaunt, you see this guy just dropped a ton of gold, so I'm going to go ahead and Vaunt so I can kill this boss faster. As you see, right now the boss, not very difficult. He is really just, a pushover. This is level 1 and this is on normal. So if you are looking at this and going, man, this looks ridiculously easy, that's because there's a reason why. And this just, shows better. Ideally, even for new players, you'll want to play on these normal levels, which is great because you can grind out a lot of experience. Ducats are the in-game currency, which you use to unlock things. So if you can grind those out, ooh, gotta get this gold. That'll let you unlock all the ships. It'll let you get some of the bonus levels, and then just by playing the game, you're obviously going to get better at it. So, which is going to come in handy because the final 2 levels are only unlockable on the higher difficulty levels. So it'll tell you, and hopefully after this level I'll be able to show it a bit, that the final 2 levels you can only access by playing the other 3, or the previous 3 by ooh, sorry, gotta dodge all those bullets. By oh god, I'm losing my train of thought now. Let's see, by beating these on just normal. Ooh, a skillful dodge. So once you're able to beat that, you can finally actually complete the game and see, what the exciting conclusion to the narrative is. So finally, there goes the Overlord. He's dead. I just see I'm well short of 5 stars. I needed another 175,000. Oh, there's the Vaunt. But that's where, keeping the Vaunt can really help. Oh, I got 5 stars with that boss bonus. So, hey, local best. 40,000th in the world. So, if you're, again, there's a lot of room for improvement, even on these lower difficulties, to getting max score. Here is the screen. It shows you, so here's the ducats. Currently I earn only 1,500, and mostly that is because of playing on the lower difficulty level. You don't get as much. So click OK. It takes us to the next story beat, and here is you as you fly through hat in hand. Again, this story, absolutely, I mean, the concept alone is pretty ridiculous, but in all the right ways. Yes, we leave at dawn. So, skipping through, and it takes you right back here to the level select screen. So as you can see, try and click on here. The mission is unlocked. To unlock it, you must be all previous missions on Legendary. So, in case you're wondering, Legendary right here. That's Judgment is the absolute hardest, and I believe you have to unlock that in the shop. So you have to play, midway up. It's definitely not the hardest difficulty available, as you can see, but it's going to be pretty difficult for you to actually get through it. Let's see here. Now, take a quick look at the shop before we call it. And you see, I'm going to unlock the gauntlet mode, show you. So that's why I want to unlock the gauntlet mode, which is also a great way of getting more ducats. Bam, 1,000 ducats, and I've unlocked it. As you see, there's also DLC you can buy in-game. That unlocks 4 new ships. Gunpowder, Treason, and Plot is the name of the DLC. I believe that is. You can see how much that is. Let's see. It'll probably just pop up the Steam overlay. Yeah, sure enough, it does. And right now that is $2.99 as of this recording. So, get back into the game. And yeah, I mean, this is Jamestown. Like I said, is very straightforward, but in that straightforwardness, there is a very beautiful simplicity that is a ton of fun. I definitely recommend it. I believe right now it is part of the Humble Bundle. So if you are big into that Humble Bundle, easy way to get it. Otherwise, on Steam, I believe it's $10, and really $10 is a great asking price for this game. Yeah, so that was the first edition of Latest Barbecue. Thank you once again. This is Andrew signing off. Go buy Jamestown.